son, I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to the...
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There you go. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah. You don't want nothing. Check nickel.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The pitch now to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jumper. Check 26, check 26. Slap. Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Go to 54. Why? It's a safety creep. Go to 50.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's checking recon, 132 fighter.
From the 24, Jones A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Going to 53.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Hey, kill! 27!
Running with Elliott. And an alley to run. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card, we're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number one guy on their number one guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun, best on best.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Prescott to throw this time. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This is third and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Prescott to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Hey, exit.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
54. We're going to 53. Check. We're going to 54. Wire. Kill. Check. Kill.
Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 29, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
218, chopper.
Jones throwing on 1st down, going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Prescott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They're going to try and throw. And Ingram hauls it in. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the Hail Mary. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check safety. Go. He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3. Hit it.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, he's going to look deep down and got his man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 6 guy. Check 6 smooth. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Slam. We're going to 52. Cross. Going to 54. Going to 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Hey, kill. 47. 55. My God, 55. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go to Barkley again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Down. 60 outlaw. Wild Bill. Get it.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Levine Toilolo there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Again, it's Elliott. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Slide in. Check. Here we go. 47. All day, dog. Watch this.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you. 47. Check Mike, 54. 26.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. Going left side, it's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf. X3. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
15 line.
Brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Bravo. Mike, 55. Shoot.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Catch made by Slayton. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.